So I guess I can pull up the set list. All right. So yeah, guys. Hello everybody. Welcome to another live stream. I will be talking about the 151 set for Pokemon that's going to be coming out. I want to say September if I had to guess, but definitely correct me if I'm wrong because I definitely could be wrong. But yes, there is going to be a 151 set of Pokemon. So yeah, the original 151. And Kadabra is back. So I'm so excited that Kadabra is back as a card because we haven't had Kadabra in like probably close to 20, 25 years. So I'm so glad that card is back. So and I also want to say thank you so much, everybody, for watching my Luck Obsidian Flames live stream. And yeah, I love hearing what you guys have to say and what cards you want to pull and stuff like that. So I'm going to pose the question here. What cards do you want to pull in the 151 set? Even though that's tough. Yeah, we have Venusaur EX with Tranquil Flower. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may heal 60 damage from one of your Pokemon. 2 grass and 1 colorless. Dangerous Talks Whip for 150. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused and poisoned. So typical grass stuff. So I guess we'll start from the very beginning. I mean, that makes sense. So the cards that we see so far, it seems like this is not the whole set list, but maybe we'll see. We have Bulbasaur, Leech Seed for 20, with a grass and a colorless, heal 20 damage from this Pokemon. Then we have Ivysaur with Leech Seed for 30, for 1 grass and 1 colorless, heal 20 damage from this Pokemon. 2 grass and a colorless, the attack is Vine Whip for 80. And obviously, I already read Venusaur, so yes, there is going to be a Venusaur EX. Now we have Charmander, which with Blazing Destruction, discard a stadium card in play for 1 energy. 2 fire, steadily fire breathing for 30. And then we have Charmeleon, which I will say, the Charmeleon art looks absolutely beautiful. I love Charmeleon, for sure. Combustion for 20 for 1 fire and 3 fire for Fire Blast for 90 and discard an energy from this Pokemon. And then, of course, we have Charizard, the big boy Charizard. 1 fire, Brave Wing for 60 plus. If this Pokemon has any damage counters on it, this attack does 100 more damage. And then 4 fire energy for Explosive Vortex for 130. No, sorry, 330. Sorry, guys, 330. Discard 3 energy from this Pokemon. So, cool. And then, of course, my favorite starter out of the 3, which is Squirtle. So, Squirtle, withdraw for 1 water energy, flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks. 2 water for Skull Bash for 20. And then we have Wartortle, which I do like Wartortle a lot. Free diving for 1 water. Put up to 3 basic water energy cards from your discard pile to your hand, so pretty good. For 2 water, spinning attack for 50. And then Blastoise EX. This Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks after applying weakness and resistance. And then 2 water, twin cannons for 140 damage plus Discard up to 2 basic water energy cards from your hand. This attack is 140 damage for each card discarded this way. So, pretty good, I would say. And then we have Caterpie, Leaf Munch. Leaf Munch, I like the attack. Leaf Munch. For 1 grass, 10 plus. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a grass Pokemon, this attack does 30 damage. Metapod. Tackle for 20 for 1 grass. A double colorless for defensive posture. Flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks. And then Butterfree, Whirlwind for 60. Switch your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. Your opponent chooses the new active Pokemon. And Bye-Bye Flight. I don't know if that's a reference from the anime, like the Bye-Bye Butterfree episode that we all cried. I did too. A double colorless energy. Choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Shuffle that Pokemon and all cards. Shuffle that Pokemon and all cards attached cards to their deck. And shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your deck. If your opponent has no bench Pokemon, this attack does nothing. Then we have Weedle, Ram for 10 for 1 grass, a double colorless for Bug Bite for 20. And then we have Kakuna Matata. Ability, Cocoon Cover, prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon. Damage is not an effect. And then Zeet, I guess. ZZZT. How do you pronounce that? Zeet, I guess. A double colorless for 20. And Beedrill. I think this, Nadar Needle. Ain't that the same effect as the Dustox? Yeah. I'm going to check that since I have my GLC deck here. We're going to see if that's the same attack. We're going to find out. And yes, I found my Japanese energy. Yes. We're going to zoom in on the camera here. The versus energy, the best energy. Yes, I use Japanese energy in my decks because Japanese energy is so much cooler. So anyway. Oh. It's Nadar powder. So it's slightly different. So just to show you guys I'm not lying. So it's going to be backwards for y'all, so I apologize. But it is Nadar powder. So that's cool. And the actual attack is Nadar Needle for Beedrill. So maybe Dustox and Beedrill are cousins. Who knows? Like, can Pokemon be cousins? Maybe. We'll see. So I guess I'll put my deck back in here. There we go. So then we have Pidgey. So now we're going to the colorless Pokemon. Pidgey, call for family. Search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench. Shuffle your deck. Tackle for 20 for a DCE. So really good card. Then we have Pidgeotto. And then we have Pidgeot. Flat for 40 and for 3 colorless energy, fly for 150, flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. If heads, during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. Then we have Rattata. So let me see if I can read this in Japanese because it's in Japanese. So Korasuta. Korasuta? I'm guessing that's how you say that. Then for DCE, Kizuo Kajiru for 20. And let's see if I can read this effect here. Aite no Batoru Pokemon ni no sute iru Dame ka no Kasu times Juju. Dame Dameji Suida. Sure, I have no idea what that means in English, but that's what that says. Eradicate. For a DCE, second bite 30 plus. This attack does 30 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active. That could be pretty good in GLC, I think. Then we have Spearow with Evolutionary Advantage. If you go second, this Pokemon can evolve during your first turn and speed dive for 10, so pretty good. And then Fearow for Beak Catch. I think that was... Ooh, was that a V attack? Like, some Pokemon in the Sword and Shield did the same thing, Beak Catch. Search your deck for up to 3 cards and put them into your hand, shuffle your deck. I think it was Trumbeak. Wasn't there a Trumbeak V that did the same thing, but as a V, so it causes you 2 prize cards if it gets knocked out. So that's pretty cool. How it's back, but as a regular colorless Pokemon. Then we have Dark. So we have Heckens with Acid Spray, 30 for 2 Dark. Flip a coin. If heads, discarded energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. That could be pretty good in GLC. And then we have... Is it Heckens? Not Survivor. Is it Arbok? Yeah, I think it's Arbok, if I remember my evolution line. So how do you say that? Posuta. Posuta? Sure, we'll go with that. And for 2 Dark, 4, hold on. Nana, is it Nanaju? I think it's Nanaju, because Nana means 7, Ju means 10. So I think it's Nanaju, is how you would say 70. Shihari Sukeru. Shihari Sukeru. Let's see if I can read this. Furigana. Suki no aite no. I think that's Hon. So uza o keta Pokemon wa Ninkera renai. So something about that Arbok can't do something, because I know 9 means negative. So Arbok can't do something. I don't know. And then the second attack for 3 Dark for 150 damage. Minasu Reyanda? No. Right, yeah, sure. We'll go with that pronunciation, even though it's totally wrong. I know it is. Aide wa aite shin no tebuta o tu airabi tora shi no tarisu shiyu suru. Sure, we'll go with that. I have no idea what that means in English once again, but like I tried. So now we go to the electric with Pikachu. I think that's Po. Is it? No, I think that's P. Pikachu? I think you say it the same way in Japanese. Pikachu. Same thing how we say it here in English. Its attack is G-U-Den. G-U-Den? Sure. And then the second attack would be Pikachu for 50. Like my katakana is so rusty. And then we have Raichu. Thank God this one's in English. The ability, electrical grounding. When one of your Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, you may move a lightning energy from that Pokemon to this Pokemon. 2 lightning and a colorless. The attack name is Thunder for 180. This attack also does 50 damage to itself. I could definitely see Raichu being pretty good in GLC. So the ground types, Sandshrew. The ability, Sand Screen. Trainer cards in your opponent's discard pile cannot be put into their deck by an effect of your opponent's item or supporter cards. That's definitely going to be very good in GLC, especially if you run a good Sand Slash. Scratch for 30 for a DCE. Then we have Sand Slash, which is Rumble for 30 for a fighting. During your opponent's next turn, the defended Pokemon cannot retreat. And then Spike Ren for a fighting and a DCE 80 plus. If your opponent's active Pokemon already has damage counters on it, this attack does 100 more damage. You could see some play in GLC, maybe. We'll see. Now to the dark Pokemon. So Nido Queen, we have, I think this is the female. Yeah, female. We have female Nido Queen. Nidoran, female, for Poison Horn for 20. Dark and a DCE. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now Poison. That's pretty good because Nidoran, Nidorino, all those Pokemon, they do Poison a lot, which is cool. Then we have Nidorina. Fetch family, search your deck for 3 Pokemon, reveal them, put them into your hand, shuffle your deck. Very, very good card. In GLC for sure. You can get like 3 basics. You can get like 2 basics and an evolution because it just says 3 Pokemon. So it could be basics. It could be stage 1s. It could be stage 2s. So this is definitely going to be good. And Sharp Fang for a dark and a colorless for 50. And then Nido Queen. Queen Press for 90 for a colorless and DCE. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon. Lunge for 160 and 2 dark and a colorless. I don't know if that's going to be seeing any play, like unless your opponent plays a whole bunch of basics. Now we go to Nidoran Male. Horn attack for 20. And Nidorino. Sharp Fang for 30 and 1 dark. Superpowered Horns for 100 for 2 dark and a DCE. And then we have Nido Queen. This is the card I've been hearing a lot on Twitter, and people say it's going to be broken, it's going to be nuts, so we'll see about that. So the ability, Enthusiastic King. If you have Nido Queen in play, ignore all energy costs of attacks used by this Pokemon. Venomous Impact for 190, 2 dark, and 2 DCE. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. I don't know. I really don't see this line ever being good because in GLC, you're only allowed to have 1 copy of each card in your deck. So that means it's definitely not good in GLC because you have to find the Nido Queen, and if your Nido Queen is prized, then you're screwed. I really don't see it good in Standard either. I don't know why people are going nuts over this card. I personally don't find it. I personally don't find it good, honestly. Like, especially with big EXs running around, and then we still have Vs and VMAXs and V-Stars running around. You can easily run over this card. Easy. Like 190, that's no big deal with like the big VMAXs, V-Stars, regular Vs, and even EX cards. It's really not that powerful of a hit. So, but that's just my opinion. So, going on with the Psychic, we have Clefairy. So, Clefairy, like the episode, Clefairy. So, Psychic, Moon Viewing Invitation, search your deck for up to 3 Clefairy and put them onto your bench, shuffle your deck, smack for 20. with a psychic and a colorless. Okay, then we have Clefable. Follow me with one psychic. Switch in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to your active spot. More Moon for 50. For 3 psychic, if your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from this attack, take one more prize card. Like I will say, like the art of this set is absolutely amazing. Like the artwork is just fantastic. So I'm just gonna say that from now. Like the artwork is just amazing, especially the Ninetales, which we're going to get there right now. So the fire Pokemon Vulpix, Super Singe for 20 for 1 fire and 1 DCE. Flip a coin if heads. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. And then the Ninetales, which is a personal favorite of mine. I love Ninetales. Ninetales EX, Heat Wave for 30 and 1 fire. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. And Mirror Flames for 80 plus fire and a DCE. If you have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent, this attack does 140 more damage. Okay, you could just play Copycat or Judge. There you go. Then we have 2 more colorless Pokemon. We have Jigglypuff. Lead, search your deck for a supporter card, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. Very good. Stompity Stomp. Sure, Pokemon, sure. For 20 plus for a DCE, flip a coin. This attack does 20 damage for each. Yeah, 20 damage for each heads, and then Wigglytuff EX, expanding body. If this Pokemon has any special energy attached to it, it gets plus 100 HP. Friendly Tackle for 90 plus for 3 DCE. If you play a supporter from your hand during this turn, this attack does 90 more damage. I don't know. Just the extra HP sounds really good, but I'm not sure about the Friendly Tackle, though. I don't know. So we have Golbat, revealing Hecko. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may have your opponent reveal their hand. So really good. I think that's probably one of the best Zubats ever. Just while it's in the active, your opponent has to keep their hand revealed, which that's pretty good. That way you can go around their strategy. Golbat for Skill Dive. This attack does 40 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Then we have Oddish, Razor Leaf 20 for a DCE. Gloom for its ability, Semi-Blooming Energy. If you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may look at the top 3 cards of your deck and attach any number of basic energy cards you find there to your Pokemon in any way that you like. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck, and then drool for 30, typical Gloom stuff. Sure, I could definitely see it being very good. To look at top 3 cards of your deck and attach any basic energy cards you find there. And shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So if you run a deck with a lot of energy, that could be pretty good. Vileplume, one of my favorite Pokemon. Fully Bloomed Energy. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may look at the top 8 cards of your deck and attach any number of basic energy cards you find there to your Pokemon in any way that you like. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. Solar Beam for 90 for a DCE and a Grass. Really beautiful card, I will say. Very beautiful artwork on that card. Yeah. I would put it in my GLC deck. I think that'll be fun. Paris, Stampede for 10, a Grass and a DCE. Spore Ball for 20. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Then we have Parasect for 1 Grass. Spread Flealments? Sure. Flip 2 coins. Search your deck for a number of Grass Pokemon up to the number of heads and put them onto your bench. Shuffle your deck. Claw Slash for 50 for a DCE. Yeah, coin flips are just not that good. Like if you're really lucky with the coin flips, that can definitely work out, but coin flips are just not that good, even in GLC. Venonat, Gnaw for 10 for 1 colorless energy, Beam for 40 for a grass and a DCE. Venomoth, Perplexing Powder for 30 for 1 grass. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. During your opponent's next turn, they cannot play any item cards from their hand. Very, very good card in GLC. Amazing card. Speed Wing for 90 for a grass and a DCE, which we don't really care about that. We care about the Perplexing Powder. Just being able to just confuse your opponent and they can't play item cards during their next turn. Very, very good card. Put this card in your grass GLC decks. That's my biggest recommendation. Then we have Diggly-Dig, 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 and he has Headbutt Bounce for 10 for 1 fighting, and Mud Slap for 30 for 2 fighting, and then we have Dugtrio, for a Headbutt Bounce for 40, Mud Bomb for 80. The first attack is 1 fighting, and then the second attack is 2 fighting. Then we have Meowth. So let me see if I can pronounce this. Niasu. So that's how you say that. The first attack, Manekineso. Sure. And then the second attack, Sumeo Tateru. For 20. Or Sanju. Then we have the evolution of Meowth. Persian. I remember. So it would be Pe? I think that's Pe. Peruzuan. And the ability is Okesuto Koru. And then the second attack is Kirisaku for Nanju for 3 energy. Then we have Psyduck, so Kodasuku. And the second attack is Kagan Gasu Kisu. Sure, we'll go with that. Misu des Poru. Yeah. Then we have Golduck for Aquatic Rescue for 1 energy. Put up to 4 Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand. Good recovery. Super Splash for 120 for 2 water and a DCE. Then we have Mangy. Yeah. So we have Mankey, Thrash for 20, and 1 fighting. Flip a coin. If tails, this Pokemon also does 20 damage to itself. If heads, this attack does 20 more damage. So that's cool. And then we have Primeape, Rant and Rave, which is pretty appropriate because that's what Primeape does, especially to Ash in the anime. Rant and Rave for 40 for a fighting. This Pokemon is now confused. Raging Smash for 150 for a fighting and a DCE. If this Pokemon isn't confused, this attack does nothing. Okay. Growlithe. So we got a couple of fire Pokemon here. Yeah. So we have Growlithe, Vaporize for 10. Discard a water energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Then we have Arcanine, which is in Japanese. Let me see. Urende. Urende? I think that's how you say that. Urende. Asuku Zaru for the first attack. And then Dainama Ito Ura-nda. Sure. And then we have Poliwag. Neoroman? Neoroman. And it has Awa for 10. I think Awa means, well, I think Awa, doesn't Awa mean to wash or something? I think that's what it means in Japanese, to wash. But I could be wrong. We have Poliwhirl, Neo Ro Neoroten, sure. Su, I'm not gonna pronounce that. Kaeru Dolby. And then we have Poliwrath, Neoro Pawn. So I'm just gonna say the Pokemon's name in Japanese. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce like their attacks and stuff. And then we have Abra for Psyshock for 20 for a Psychic. And then we have Kadabra. Man, I'm so happy that Kadabra is back. I'm just so excited. So we have Teleportation Attack for 30 for one Psychic. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. And the artwork looks fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So welcome back, Kadabra. Like it's been 20 plus years. Then we have Alakazam. Yeah, and it's in Japanese, and I'm tired of pronouncing things in Japanese. Oh, man. Ryan Dane? Yeah. Then we have Machop, Udenriki for Machop. Yeah, all of these are in Japanese. Holy smokes. Yeah, so I guess a couple of them have been translated from Japanese to English, but I'm tired of reading Japanese already. But yeah. It's really cool. We have a Machop, which is cool. We have the Bellsprout, Weeping Bell, and Victory Bell, which I do love the art of the Victory Bell. Really cool. Then and speaking of cool, we got Tentacool and Tentacruel. Then we have Geodude, Graveler, and Golem, which I love Golem. Golem's definitely one of my favorites from the original 150. Then we have Ponyta. That's how you say that in Japanese. And then we have Rapidash, Giraro Shibu. Sure. And then we have Slowpoke. So Yadon. That's how you say Slowpoke. Yadon. Then we have Slowbro. Yadoran. There we go. Then we have Magnemite and Magneton. Yeah, Magnemite and Magneton. Yep. No Magnezone though. Not yet anyway. I don't know. Was Magnezone? I think Magnezone was introduced in Diamond and Pearl. I'm pretty sure. So if we're talking about the original 151, Magnezone wasn't even introduced yet. So yeah. But just the Magnemite and the Magneton. Yeah, Magnemite, Magneton. Yep. Then we have Farfetch'd. Doduo? I think it's Doduo. Yeah, Doduo. So it's just Dodo, which is cool. And then there's Doduo. Then we have Seal. Then we have Dugong. Then we have Grimer, which I love the artwork of this Grimer. So cute. So derpy, too, which makes it funny. And then we have Grimer. So Beton. That's how you say Grimer. So I guess I'll pronounce the easier ones that I know off the top of my head. Then we have Shelder. And then we have Cloyster. And then we have Ghastly Haunter. So Go Gosuto. Gosuto. That's how you say that. And then of course one of my favorites, Gengar. So Gen Genga. So yeah, Genga. That's how you say that in Japanese. So no difference from America. Gengar. We say Gengar. So they say Genga, which is cool. We have Onyx. We have Drowsy. We have Hypno doing some stalking. Yeah, we'll say that. Like Hypno is a stalker. Then we have Krabby and Kingler and Voltorb and Electrode. We have Hexacute, which is a bunch of eggs. And then we have Hexacute, which is Nasushi. Nasushi. And then we have Cubone and Marowak, which Cubone has a very, very sad story. Like basically Cubone, if you guys didn't know, Cubone wears his mother's like skull on his head to remember his mother because his mother passed away, which is so sad. So sad. Um then we have Marowak, which I will say the Cubone and the Marowak look really cool. Then we have Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, which is based off of Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. So Hitmonlee, Bruce Lee, Hitmonchan, Jackie Chan. So that's really cool. Then we have Lickitung trying to grab some berries from a tree using his tongue. Wheezing. Is this coughing? Yeah, coughing. We have coughing. Dogaru. And then we have wheezing. Matado Gasu. Matado Gasu. That's how you say that. Rhyhorn. One of my favorites. I love Rhyhorn and Rhydon. Then we have Chansey. Really, really kawaii Chansey. And then we have Tangela, which I will say, this is some awesome art for Tangela. So cool. And then we have Kangaskong, Horsey, Seadra, and then we have Goldeen. Goldeen, I think it's not Kingdra. Seeking. Because I remember Seeking. So Azuma Oru. Then we have Staryu and Starmie. Of course, Misty. Then we have Mr. Mime. Then we have Scyther and Jinx. I've heard Jinx was going to be a really good card when this set comes out, but that's what I've been hearing. Then we have Magmar, Electabuzz. So here's a card in English. Electric combo for 10. If Magmar's on your bench, this attack does 40 more damage. Then we have Tauros, Pinsir, Magikarp, and Gyarados, Lapras, and Ditto, which I love the Ditto. I love the Ditto so much. Like, Ditto is trying to be so hard like a rock. But we can see you, Ditto. We can clearly see you. Vaporeon, and Eevee, Jolteon, and Flareon. And I'm probably going to say this again, like I said in the Obsidian Flames live stream. Pokemon Company, can you please make Eevee like every type in the Pokemon TCG? That way we get to play Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon in GLC. Please, kudasai, and thank you. Arigato gozaimasu. But yeah, so we have Almastar, Almanite. I think that's Porygon. Yeah, so that's Porygon. So shout out to Hecking 101. I know that's his favorite Pokemon, so shout out to him. Kabuto. I forgot the name of one of the fossil Pokemon. Kabuto. Kabutops? I think it's Kabutops, I'm pretty sure. And then we have Aerodactyl, which is so cool. I love Aerodactyl. Then we have Snorlax, Articuno. So we got the 3 legendary birds. We got Articuno, which is my favorite because Articuno is an ice bird, and I like icebergs. Yes, I like icebergs, and I like icebergs too. Moltres, and then of course we have Zapdos as an EX card because I guess Zapdos is the best out of the 3 birds, so he gets to have an EX, right? Which I disagree. I like Articuno. Now we have Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite, which I will say the Dragonite looks so cute. I love Dragonite. We have Mewtwo, or Frieza. And then we have Mew, or whatever. Yeah, oh, I love Mew. So cute. So the ability restart. Once during your turn, you may draw until you have 3 cards in your hand. Genome hacking. Choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack for 3 colorless energy. So typical Mew stuff. Mew always likes to copy the opponent's attacks. So then we have the trainers, which I don't think they're translated in English yet. But we do have a beach ball. We have Bill. We have some woman. We have a street. We have stickers that look like you can use in contest battles. We have Erica, one of my favorite gym leaders. We have Giovanni, which is another one of my favorite gym leaders. I think that's leftovers. Tabe no Soji. I think that's leftovers, I'm pretty sure, because I recognize that card. Because that was a thing in Diamond and Pearl. And then we have Old Amber to evolve into your Aerodactyl. And then we have the Dome Fossil. I think that goes to Kabuto. And then some kind of shell fossil that goes with the Homastar. Then we have a belt. Then we have some goggles. And then we have that looks like a remake of Junk Arm. Okay. Now we're going to go into the alternate art cards, which are a personal favorite of mine. We have Bulbasaur. We have Ivysaur, which are really, really beautiful arts. So we have Bulbasaur looking like he's about to camouflage into the woods. Then we have Ivysaur playing in some water. We have Charmander sitting on a rock in a canyon. And then we have Charmeleon sitting on top of a ledge. We got Squirtle playing in ocean water, which I wish that's what I was doing because I would love to go to the beach. I haven't been to the beach in like years. Like, man, I can't remember the last time I've been to the beach. I think the last time I've been to the beach, I was like a little girl when I went to the beach. War Turtle, Caterpie, Pikachu. Yeah, so we got Caterpie looking like he's about to make a cocoon to turn into a Butterfree or Dustox or whatever. And then we have Pikachu playing hide and seek with a bunch of kids. Then we have Nido King looking like he's like the king of the jungle, like he's Tarzan or something. We got Psyduck looking so freaked out, so he's running down the stairs. Man, I love these alt arts. They're so fun. And then we have Poliwhirl in the rain, staring at a puddle. And then we have, I think it's Machoke. Machoke helping. Yeah, so, sorry guys. It looks like we have a couple of Machokes. Yeah, helping somebody move into their house, which is cool. I would love to have a bunch of Machokes move into my house because moving is a hassle. We have Tangela swinging on a tree, and the other Tangela is just looking at the other one like, what the heck are you doing? And then we have Mr. Mime playing some mime games. And then we have Alma Star swimming in an ocean. Then we have Dragonair in the city of the city of Atlantis. And then we have the beautiful full art cards, which is awesome. I love full art Pokemon. Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise, Arbok, Ninetales, which I'm gonna say right off the bat, I love the Ninetales full art. That's what I want. I want the Ninetales full art. Wigglytuff, Golem. Oh, I really like the Golem too. And of course the Alakazam, because who doesn't like Alakazam? Kong, Jinx. Jinx is just being Jinx. And then we have the Mew. That's another one of the full arts that I would love to get. And Zapdos. And then, of course, the full art supporters, which are my favorite. I like the full art supporters. Bill, some woman, Erica, and Giovanni, which I definitely want the Erica and the Giovanni, especially the Giovanni, because Giovanni's cool. Oh, we got some more special illustrations. We have Venusaur and a pile of flowers. We have Blastoise that is underwater looking very mad, like somebody is trying to stalk him. And then we have Charizard, which I love the Charizard. I love the old art Charizard. Looks really, really awesome. How he's flying over a volcano with not a care in the world. We got Alakazam doing a magic trick in a china shop. That just looks like a disaster waiting to happen. That's all I gotta say. And then we have Zapdos as the main bird, but we do see Moltres and Articuno in the background, which Articuno should be in the front because Articuno is the best bird out of the three. Like in my opinion. Yeah, so we have the special illustration supporter cards with Giovanni and Erica. Looks like Erica is in a cologne shop trying out some cologne. And then we have Giovanni, which is probably one of my favorites. Like the Erica and the Giovanni is probably some of my favorites where he's holding a Pokeball. He's sitting on a couch with a Persian, like laying on his lap, having some pet bonding. That's what they're doing. And then, of course, the gold cards, we have Mew, we have Switch, and then we have the Psychic Energy. Like in case you want to be a baller and bling out your deck with all these gold energy. And I'm like, I'm good. All I need is one for my collection. I'm fine. And then so we have Snorlax sleeping in the woods with a Pidgey on top. And then we have Mewtwo. Oh, I really like the Mewtwo as well. I love the Mewtwo, where he looks like Frieza, and he looks like he's like flying on top of the city and looks like he's probably going to do some kind of death ball attack and destroy the entire city, like what Frieza did to Planet Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, just Mewtwo just looks like a wholehearted SOB. That's all I'm saying. And then we have Mew just floating across a town, and everybody's just looking up like, wow, so cool. Yeah. I think that's all the cards in the set, though. Yeah, that's all the cards in the set, though. So, I don't know why I said though. Like I said, though. Though. So that's all the cards in the set. So, when is this set supposed to come out? Okay, so the set is going to release 151. That set is supposed to come out in September 22nd, 2023. So that's when the set is supposed to come out. And the set is 165 cards before the secret rares, which is actually not bad for a set, actually, because a lot of these sets nowadays are like 200 cards. So it's kind of nice that that a set is relatively small. So I think that might be about it, guys. We have about like 5 minutes or so before the stream is going to be over because I am tired. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this live stream of me going through all the cards in the set and my poor pronunciation in Japanese. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I really cannot wait for this set to come out. I'm so glad that Kadabra is back in the TCG. Welcome back, Kadabra. And yeah, the art, like always, is very, very beautiful. I cannot wait to get a complete master set of that. And same thing with Obsidian Flames. I definitely want to get a complete set of Obsidian Flames. And then, of course, more cards to upgrade my GLC deck and to build future GLC decks. I'm definitely all for that. Because, like I said before, I'm always a collector first and a player second. I do love to play the game, for sure, but my collection always comes first. So, yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think of 151 down below. And also, what cards do you want to pull? If you went to a pre-release or just if you get like a booster box or whatever, like what cards would you like to pull? I think I've mentioned all the cards that I would like to pull. I would like to pull the alt art Giovanni, the alt art Erica, full art Giovanni, the Mew. I love Mew a lot. Ninetales. Yeah. It's really hard to narrow it down to a couple, but there's a lot of them I want in this set for sure. And also to remind you, there is going to be like another set that's going to be like celebrations. So there is going to be a set coming out this year. I don't know what the date is going to be for that particular set, but they're bringing back like a lot of the old stuff, like base set Venusaur is going to be like in this set, and also they're also reprinting base set Charizard and base set Blastoise. So that's also really, really cool. So they're reprinting a lot of the old stuff, which I am all for because I love nostalgia products. I love like sets like that, like celebrations, and this set that's going to be coming out this year. So I'm really excited for that because I don't have any of those cards, and it's probably not going to happen because those cards are very, very expensive. So I'm so happy that they're reprinting it in this new classic set. That way I have a chance to pull them. So that's also really cool as well. So yeah, guys, thank you everybody for coming to my stream. I really do appreciate it. These streams are a lot of fun. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to be doing more of these in the future because I love to talk to you guys, talk to my fans and any future fans. And yeah, I just love talking about Pokemon. Pokemon is definitely a franchise that I love so much. I loved Pokemon ever since I was a kid. And I still love Pokemon to this day. And it's probably not going to change. Like, Pokemon is a part of who I am. I just love Pokemon. And I love seeing people get into Pokemon as well, especially as adults. Like, it's nice to see like adults still love Pokemon, still enjoy Pokemon. That's really nice to see. So yeah, guys, not really much left to say. I am doing a Pokemon Brilliant Diamond walkthrough. Like the first 10 episodes should be out on my channel. So if you guys would like to check that out. I do have a Scarlet walkthrough on this channel. If you guys would like to check that out as well. I also do have my incomplete sets on there. If you guys would like to check that out, that's really nothing special because most of these sets are incomplete. So that's why I'm doing the Pokemon Featured Friday series. I'm also continuing to do that. So also, if you have any requests for cards that you guys would like to see, definitely leave it down in the comment section below of this live stream or any of the featured Friday videos. I'll definitely do my best to fulfill your requests. Yeah, not much left to say. Oh, I also do have World Championship decks too. I did a couple of them on this channel. I might do more like World Championship deck profiles as well. So if you guys would like to see more of those, definitely let me know. I definitely want to bring more Pokemon content on this channel for sure, because like I said before, I love Pokemon. I enjoy Pokemon. I would love to talk to people that are into Pokemon like I am, whether it's playing, collecting. I mostly like collect, but I do play. Mostly GLC though, because standard, for me, I'm just not a big fan of standard, even though I do think standard is better with Scarlet and Violet. I love EX Pokemon. I love how we have to evolve our Pokemon now. Definitely standard is in a good direction, like I will say, because I'm sick and tired of Vs, VMAXs, and V stars. Yeah. But I definitely enjoy GLC more because I don't like set rotation, and it's definitely a lot cheaper to keep up with for sure. So definitely GLC all the way. I definitely want to be in like GLC tournaments and stuff, or like side events or whatever. I would love to be a part of those in the future. And if I do, I'll definitely make videos of those for sure. Because I think that will be a lot of fun for sure. So yeah, guys. So now this is the end of the stream. So like if you guys enjoyed, thank you. I really to appreciate if you guys enjoyed this live stream. Definitely comment, like, and subscribe for more. And I'll definitely do more. So yeah, guys, I will see y'all next time. What the next?